Hi guys, I hope everybody had a really great weekend, beautiful weather out there. I'm looking forward to, I've seen a few of your drawings already, looking forward to seeing the rest of your thematic drawings, colored pencil drawings. This week we're going to start our next unit, which is figure drawing. For you seniors, it's going to be the final unit of the year for you. It's a 3-week unit. First week we're going to be doing figure drawing exercises. Second week, we're going to be doing the drawing that's going to be the basis of your figure animation. And the third week, you'll be doing some modifications to that figure drawing and taking pictures of it and putting together the animated video. Today, I'm going to lead you through this week's series of exercises. There's a short exercise for each day. You can do these all at once, or you can break them up over a couple of days. If you decide to break them up, feel free to stop my video and restart it so that you can see me demonstrating each of the exercises. I created this document, which you'll see included with the assignment, to help guide you through each of the exercises for this week. There's a link up at the top, this YouTube video, which I have pulled up on the screen right now. It's a 35-minute video. There are 5 1-minute poses in the video, 5 2-minute poses. Some of these 1-minute, 2-minute poses, they have 2 poses up on the screen at the same time. You can just choose whichever one you want to draw. The 2 5-minute poses are at 15:20 in the timeline, so when you want to go there, you can just scroll up to it. And the 10-minute pose is at 25:24 in the timeline. For Monday, I'd like you to get a little familiarity, practicing different kinds of marks that we're going to be using. The ideal would be to use charcoal. If we were in the classroom, I'd have you using charcoal. You could try using crayon for this. That would be all right too. You can also use a regular pencil, but I would probably use a regular pencil over a mechanical pencil. I love drawing with mechanical pencils, but for the figure drawing, what we're trying to do today, a regular graphite pencil would be best. Hold the pencil or the medium from the side, just like you see here, and you can see demonstrated right there. And for this exercise, I want you to practice pulling lines, straight lines. So we're going to make some straight lines like this. We make soft straight lines. We make thin straight lines. We make dark lines. We make light lines. We make lines that go from thin to thick. We make lines that go from hard to soft. Make lines that go dark to light. And then I'd like you to try practicing using the side of the pencil. Try using the side just like this, making some marks of that. Try to make some curves here is a good idea. Getting used to the different kinds of marks that you can make. Okay, I pulled up the first of the 1-minute poses here. I gotta jump right into it. You can do this on 1 page, you can do it on 2 pages. To begin, you wanna capture, this is called the line of action. You look for the shoulders, you look for the angle of the pelvis, and then you start to look for the sides of the figure, where the sides of the figure are, the sides. Then you move to you start with the torso here. There's kind of a long line going alongside the edge of the torso, down to the inside of the leg. This line continues all the way down, arm. And that's what we call the line of action. We start off with the shoulders, pelvis, and then we're paying attention to the sides of the figure, just to get a quick sense of the movement. Sides of moving to the limbs and to the head. Next, for Wednesday's assignment, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to do 2 continuous line drawings. So we're going to jump up to the 2-minute poses here in the video. Jump up to 2-minute poses. Here's the first of the 2-minute poses. And you're going to do 2 drawings that are continuous line drawings, and then you're going to do the other 3 2-minute poses, just a basic gesture drawing. For the continuous line drawings. You're going to draw the figure as best as you can without lifting your drawing medium from the page. So here's the first of the continuous line drawings. I'm going to draw this figure here on the right. Always actually starts with the line of action again. There's the shoulders, the pelvis, I want to keep the line on the paper, finding the form. If I go off, I didn't leave enough space here for the bottom of the leg, no problem, just going right off. Going back up to the shoulder, got the arm. Okay, so now I'm on to the 3 basic gesture drawings. So I'm holding this a little more horizontal since the pose is a little more horizontal. I'm looking at the line of action, the shoulders here, and then what would be a line that would go through the pelvis, thinking about the edges of the form. All the limbs, everything drawn in the 2-minute time period that you've been allotted. If you have time, you can always go back. So we're on to Thursday, and for Thursday, now we're going to pay a little bit more attention to proportion and getting things in the right place. So there are these 5-minute videos which start at 15:20 in the timeline. And there's 2 videos. So I'd like you to try 2 of these figure proportion sighting drawing. I'm going to introduce 3 terms. One is the unit of measure, which we're going to be using her head as the unit of measure. And I'm going to talk about sighting, specifically sighting angles with this. And then I'll talk a little bit about cross contour lines. All right, so this begins the way that all the others begin, with the line of action. I'm looking for the shoulders. I'm looking for the pelvis. Now I'm going to draw, I've got the head, and I'm thinking about the head. And when I'm thinking about unit of measure, I can actually hold my pencil up to the screen, and I'm looking and I'm saying, okay, I put the tip of the pencil at the top of her head and my thumb at her chin, and then I hold this and I turn and I say, all right, it's about a head from here to her chest. So that's about the same there. And then go back, unit of measure, okay, and then between chest and waist, it's about another head right there. Okay, and then from the waist, if I measure right at the bottom of her stomach, it's about a head kind of between here and the top of the knee. That's about it. There we go, looking at that. So I should see in your drawing, I should see some of these marks showing kind of like the head measurements right there. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little sighting. So for sighting, I'm holding my pencil up, and I'm going to start with that arm because that's the most obvious angle to me. And I hold the pencil, looking at it, closing one of my eyes, and I look at that angle, and I try to commit that angle to memory. And then when I draw it, I just go in here and I make sure that I capture the right angle right there for the arm. I'm going to go back and I'm going to hold that up to the leg that's been lifted, try to measure that angle, and capture the angle of that leg. Except now things should look and should feel a little bit more proportionally drawn. Okay, so I'm up to Friday's exercise, and Friday's exercise is a 10-minute pose. This starts at 25:24. This is where we put it all together. I'm going to demonstrate this drawing for you right now, but I'm going to speed it up so that you can see it doesn't take 10 minutes for you to see me draw the whole thing. It goes fast. It goes fast when you're drawing, especially if it's a complicated pose and you're really trying to get the placement of the forms and everything in the right spot. You know, I could start to add a little bit of shading or value in this. Actually, the shading can even help you to do the drawing. But, you know, I wouldn't necessarily expect to see that in your drawings. That's it. All right, so that's it for this week. Just keep in mind that figure drawing is a skill. It takes a lot of time to develop. I know just doing this for you today, I was feeling a little bit rusty myself. So if you have the time to carve out to do some of the exercises in order, the earlier exercises help you to warm up for the later drawings. You can break it up too, that's totally fine, but I don't want anybody spending, you know, an incredibly long period of time trying to get these perfect figure drawings. That's the plus about the video, is that it holds you to a time so that as soon as that time is done, you know, you're done. The big thing is just try to keep focus on what the objective of the drawing is for that day. So if it's mark making, try different kinds of mark making. If it's proportion and sighting, you know, try to make sure that we see those heads drawn in there and that we can see some of the angles drawn in as well. So that's about it. So, you know, I hope everybody has a great week ahead. I'm looking forward to seeing your drawings. I'm really excited to talk to you more about where this project is going. I think the animated videos are going to be a lot of fun to do. So, and I think it's something that we can do at home. The app is free to create the animated videos. So I'm really, really looking forward to that part. Be well, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.